Good evening. My name is Adam Wood. They call me the Zotmeister. Welcome to yet another Jankuary stream. I didn't want anybody else to have to suffer this game, but I also couldn't allow it to not be played during this event. So I fell upon my sword, and here we have it. The transcended glitch that is the NES quote game unquote Super Pitfall. Some of you may have seen a certain video from one certain angry video game nerd about this. It's all true, but even then, there's quite a bit of jank that he never went into during that video. In fact, I'll be starting and ending this little showcase with that. So, yeah, have some fun with that. So first off, let me make certain that this is clear. There are video games. There are game bugs. There are buggy games. And then there's this, which is essentially the NES equivalent of three kids standing on each other's shoulders in a trench coat trying to sneak into a movie theater. This is not so much a glitchy game as it is a collection of glitches that is trying to pass itself off as a game. This is, inspired by by perfectly reasonable intentions. This is essentially a port of the Atari 2600 Pitfall 2 Lost Caverns. But, well, maybe I should just show you. But we will start with the very first bit of jank that this game presents you. And it's right there on the title screen. We've got Pitfall Harry here as the icon, very ambiguously positioned to choose a 1 or 2 player game. And I can hit this button all day and the demo will still come up. It does not reset the timer. But the thing I want to point out to you here, and it's amazing to me how many people have played this game for however long that they have, and they've never noticed this. You'd think the angry video game nerd would have mentioned this right at the start of it all. Yeah, so you see, Pitfall Harry appears to be mid-jump, holding a pistol at arm's length, pointed at his own face. He's not holding the gun out like a normal person. He's aiming it at himself. How this happened without anybody noticing, I have no idea. It's as if Harry is trying to say, look, I know it's going to happen if you hit that start button. I might as well just shoot myself in the throat, all right, and get it over with, all right? Can we just do that instead? No? Oh, we actually have to play this? All right, fine. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So, if the animation looks choppy, that's because, boy howdy, it is. And I'll just give you a moment to enjoy this remix of the Pitfall 2 music. Really just let it soak in, savor it. Alright. So, if you duck, Harry's got a very awkward squatting sprite, which looks like he's trying to take a dump, which of course is particularly fitting for this game. I know of at least one streamer that actually had that as an emote on their channel by the name of Harry Poop. And of course, here's the first ladder down in the game, and yeah, it's... You're dead the moment you try to go down. If you somehow miss the bird, there's a pit of spikes that you'll land in right beneath it. But even worse than that is that when they respawn you, it's not at the top of the ladder, but down in below the pit. And it can take a moment to... Well, it's like, where on earth did they put me? Now, I actually did hit the bat on the way down. But if you don't... Yeah, you see that pit of spikes down there? Well, if you land in there, guess where they respawn you? Right here! It's game over already. So imagine falling down that pit, the very first ladder of the game. So, big troll right then and there. Bang! You die. You respawn. You're like, what? This isn't the ladder I felt. Where am I? Oh, I'm dead again. This is the spider moving back and forth on that tiny little ledge kills you while you're trying to figure out what on earth happened to you. So yeah, the very existence of this game is a troll. Again, game is in quotation marks for Super Pitfall. Okay, so the next thing I want to mention to you here, and I will go this way a little bit in order to display this as it were. There are treasures to be collected. This is a Pitfall game, after all. That's part and parcel of it. That was unintentional, but that's okay. We will make it work. I hate this waterfall noise. Gold bar. Treasure. Great, right? Yeah. You can wander around the screens all over the places and you'll see lots of treasure. You won't see anything else to collect. I'm just going to go ahead and start anew here. I'll let this frog do him in. Every single item in this game is invisible. None of them can be collected unless and until you jump in just the right spot, usually a little bit left of where the item will appear. Like this gun here, right at the beginning. And then you can jump into that to collect it. So we now have 40 bullets instead of 20. And bullets are important, but not as useful as you would perhaps otherwise hope. Note that we shoot straight over the spiders, although I did just hit that frog. You think you might be able to duck and fire? Nope. You can shoot the frogs, but only when they're airborne? You can shoot the bats if you time it right. But yeah, if we have ourselves a frog... Yep, you can fire over the frog, you can fire under the frog. You can get hit by the water coming down the waterfall and end up in a pool. You'll also see some snakes that crawl around back and forth below where you can shoot them. They will stop and stand up, making them a lot taller and often surprising you. They stop moving when they do. You can shoot them while that's the case, but they do so completely at random. So, good luck dealing with that. Oh. There was one of the snakes right there. Yeah, I don't think it's so much that they forgot to make this fun, as in, fun was never factored into the equation. Again, it's just like a bunch of glitches trying to be like, I wonder if we can get away with being called a game. Sounds like a life achievement. Okay, so you might be wondering, okay, great, so what are we supposed to do in this game? Well, I'll tell you. Contrary to what the Angry Video Game Nerd may have told you, the objective of this game is perfectly clear, because this is an NES game, and NES games have manuals, Mr. Rolf. It is spelled out quite clearly, and it is in fact not terribly different from what the objective was in Pitfall 2, which, again, this is a very shoddy attempt at a port of. Hidden somewhere in the game is Quick Claw the Cowardly Lion and Harry's niece Rhonda, which you probably don't remember, even if you were old enough, from the old Pitfall cartoon. And unlike the Atari game, which required you to collect every treasure on the map in order to get an ending, here there's only one you need, the Raj Diamond, supposedly the reason Harry came all this way in the first place, to try to get that. But of course, Quick Claw got lost, and Rhonda got kidnapped. And to make matters worse, Quick Claw has been locked in a cage. You will need to get a key. And Rhonda has somehow been petrified. You need to get a magic potion to make her not a stone statue anymore. Good luck with that. And there's one last very important tidbit. You will be quizzed on this later. After getting the Raj Diamond, the key, Quick Claw, the potion, and Rhonda, you have to work your way back to where you started the adventure. You have to come back here when it's all said and done. That is the final objective. So I am going to mercy kill this. Let's actually just reset the emulator. Believe it or not, I have actually been studying this game, and I am in fact going to show you how to beat it. And I will also be, in the process, not only showing off many of the game's glitches, but taking full advantage of them, because I don't want to play this game any longer than is necessary, nor should anybody. So I'm going to start by coming down this way, and whee! I'm just going to drop all the way down to the bottom. Hello, Tenno Koei, Skippy, and Cobra Director. Welcome in to the Jank Fest that is Super Pitfall. There is absolutely nothing super about it. This game is just plain a pitfall. I'm going to attempt to work my way over to the right here. I need to go over one more batch. This part is a nightmare. Okay, there we go. Listen to that water. Ugh. I can't even. Okay, this is one really big, tall ladder. I should be okay. If not, I have a whole bunch of backup save states. But Believe it or not, I have every intention of actually finishing the game for you all here. Ah. Alright, let's see. With that said, I do have a map open here in another browser window because... Again, every item in this game that you need to collect is invisible. So I am absolutely going to have to make certain I know/remember where everything is. Okay, pretty sure I'm on the correct landing. I have to relayer my windows every time I check that, though. Okay. Yes, okay. So grab that, we have some more ammo. Hopefully that snake will stand up. Yes. Okay, good. There are... Oh, man, I hate these. You can only grab the very bottom end, and to say that these vines are jank is an understatement. I love how you can run in midair while you're holding onto one of them. It's about a coin flip every time you try to grab onto a vine, especially when jumping from another vine. About 20% of the time you'll miss and it's technically your fault, but the animation makes it hard to tell. And 30% of the time it's just the game's fault. It's just the hitboxes being so wrong. There are several doors to be opened up, so to speak, walls with symbols on them, all playing card pips. How perfect is this? He's literally jumping straight through it and he can't grab it. Hey Kyo, welcome, good to see you. There we go. Apparently we need to be not quite so dead center with it to actually grab it. These crystal balls, or orbs, whatever you want to call them, will be used to break through various walls that have matching emblems on them. The route that I'll be taking, I will only need 1 heart, 1 diamond, and 1 spade, and I'm actually going to be getting those in relatively short order here. I don't think that was the game. I think that was, I think that might have been the operating system or the emulator. This is okay. I have a whole bunch of backup save states. If my computer feels like talking with me. Weird. Okay, I think I'm back. Alright, that was strange. Sorry about that. Alright, yes. Here we go. Right in front of that vine again. Nope. Okay. I just want to start using Control F9 for this. Okay. There we go. Yeah, you'll see all sorts of wonky graphics all over the place. Hey, I did it again. Okay. Off to the side of it. What the hell is that flashing? Yeah, this isn't even held together with duct tape. This is held together with, like, some off-brand masking tape. Okay. Moving up in the world. Let me quickly check the old map here. Okay, yes, I do want to get off on this very floor. Okay. I will not be requiring a club orb. In fact, there's only one wall in the game that takes a club orb, and the only thing it leads to is a diamond orb. And we just got one there. Alright, now I want to take this ladder up as high as it goes. Fantastic. Okay. Alright, so there is a wall there that will take that heart orb we picked up. Alright, so I have a slightly awkward situation here. This is just the way the game is. I am going to need that snake, but I'm also going to have to kill it in order to get by it safely. Okay. So, somewhere along here we have a gun. 20 more bullets, and then somewhere along here, there we go. Spade orb. Alright, that's all the orbs that I will need. So the place we actually need to be is up above here, where you see those islands just over our head, in order to get to this ladder to the right. I'm pretty sure you can see my mouse cursor, yeah. Down this ladder here, and in through that wall. And that is where the Raj Diamond leads. We'll work our way there. I don't have any notifications on right now, but thank you very much for that follow. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah. Happy Jankuary to you too. Okay, so what I need now is for that snake to respawn, because it is time for the most important and useful bit of jank in this game. In a lot of games, there are what are known as wall clips. Ways of going out of bounds or sneaking through barriers that you're not supposed to be able to in order to take advantage of, you know, the layout of things. Usually pulling off these clips are some weird tricks involving like one-frame inputs or very special technical locations. In Super Pitfall, this is how you perform a wall clip. 1. Move into a wall. 2. You have performed a wall clip. In just the time I've spent detailing that to you and holding right, he's already moved a couple of pixels into this wall. It works most efficiently when you have some sprite on the same horizontal line as you, which is why I needed to respawn that snake. I kid you not, this is what the speedrunners do. They hope they luck out and get it sooner rather than later. There we go, hey! So yeah, if you ever watch a speedrunner play this game, and it looks like they're doing nothing, just moving into a wall, and, you know, people in the chat are all typing in all caps, "Get in the wall, Harry!" That's what they're doing. Alright, so we have a very annoying opponent here. Have to dodge the Moai. With that having been done, the Raj Diamond is ours. And now we have this nice, pleasant, slow elevator ride going down. Now, I need to point out something here, and part of me wants to show it off, and part of me wants to have nothing to do with it. You see that bird to the left here? This vulture? There are lots of vultures like this throughout the game. They look all exactly the same, but there's actually two different types of vultures. There are those that are normal enemies and kill you. And there are those that function as secret warps when you touch them. This one is one of the latter, and it will take me to a side room filled with a bunch of treasure and some gun pickups. And as a matter of fact, I should probably get those gun pickups, come to think of it. One thing that I would note is, like I said, if you have another sprite on the same horizontal row as you, it makes it typically faster and easier to get a wall clip done. So oftentimes you'll see someone trying to clip through a wall actually do a lot of jumping and shooting, since you can't shoot and move at the same time unless you're in midair for whatever reason. Yeah, you might see them do little jumps or big jumps and shoot the bullets as they go. That is costing them ammunition, but the hope is that it will get them in through the wall faster. You know what, let's go ahead and show you this. I have backup save states. We can totally just... Oh, and of course I hit the scorpion, because of course I do. This is okay. This is fine. There we go. You might wonder how you're supposed to know that hitting certain enemies... There are exactly 3 of these vultures in the game, by the way. 3 sub-areas they will take you to. One of which is necessary to beat the game. How you're supposed to know that that's a thing? How you're supposed to know that you hit a bird and it takes you to a secret warp like this? Well, once again, if you read the manual, haha, I'm just kidding, absolutely nothing tells you this. Literally nothing. Okay, there are 3 gun pickups in this cave, and I want to make sure that I get all 3 of them. It's the entire reason I even bothered to come this way. Go, there's 1. I don't want to have to worry about running out of ammunition. Oh, wait a minute, I'm looking at the wrong cave. Okay, there's only 1 gun pickup in this one, but there is also a 1-up. So let me go grab that too. Or at least try to grab it. I just could not time that shot. So I ended up breaking even. Alright. Hopefully I can get the thing to appear. There we go. Yep. You might recognize that as the FCI or Pony Canyon logo. And now you also might wonder, how on earth do we get out of here? And the answer to that is jump in the right unmarked spot. That's actually kind of marked, since there is actually treasure under it here. Okay, and we are now back to the main cave. This might not look like where we were at all. It's actually just a little bit to the left of the spot where we were. The worst part about this is that we no longer have the elevator. So we're gonna have to do a little hopeful hook jump here. And yeah, no. They made that last ledge, the one you need to get off on, indented. Why should it goes well? What? This one's new to me! New jank discovered! Are we stuck here, or can we... Alright, there we go. I tried to shoot. Moving didn't work, jumping didn't work, trying to shoot did. Okay, there we go. So we need to work our way across the bottom of the entire map here. We've got we've got 4 of these little island groupings to jump across here. And there is a gun pickup on the 3rd that I'm hoping I can get away with claiming. Because I do not want to have to worry about ammo near the end of the game, where, yeah, there are a lot of enemies that you actually can hit with the gun with relative ease, but they take a bunch of shots, between like 2 and 5 each. Okay, we have another moai coming up, and this one's a bit of a nightmare. Okay. Alright. And here is the key to Quick Claw's cage. The reason we came all that way down and around. Just casually jump up through that floor as if it's no big deal. And now we use this balloon to rise on up. I said we use this balloon to rise on up and start exploring the left half of the cave. Okay. That ain't no warp vulture. Ooh, almost went straight through the floor there. Alright, so I want to mention one thing right now. On both sides of the cavern, there is a really long, winding path to be ascended. It's like several screens across, and it goes like up one floor, over a whole bunch, up another floor, back a whole bunch. Repeat like a dozen times. That one wall clip that I did to get to the wall where I bust through that heart, I did not phrase that grammatically very well, but I think you know what I meant. I skipped one of those in its entirety by doing that. I'm going to be skipping another one in its entirety. That's just to the left of here. Oops. In theory. Whoa! How did that not hit? Oh. Okay. Can I do it here? I think I can do it here. Right, I still have the diamond and the spade, right? Okay. Now, the funny thing is, I don't think I actually even need the diamond taking this route. Yeah, I actually don't. Yeah, I can try to do it here, but it might be a little easier higher up because there's no enemy sprite along the same line here. Yeah, it's going to be a little... Yeah, here we go. He's slipping into the wall. Thanks to the spider across from him there. Get in the wall, Harry. Get in the wall, Harry. Hupsha, hupsha, quick like a bunny. I think one more pixel and we're good. There we go. Yes. Okay. There we go. It's perfect, isn't it? Hey, Neon Arcade, good to see you. Yep. just in time for just in time for the world's easiest wall clip. You literally just try to walk into a wall long enough and you'll face into it. Gotta love it. Okay, I think I actually, if I recall correctly, need to go down here first. Yes. Okay. Single monitor streamer here. I have to do a lot of relayering of windows whenever I check the map. Hey, Cobra Commander, good to see you here. I'm afraid you just missed the wall clip jank. I was trying to hit the vulture. Because this is the big warp vulture. There we go. So I did skip one of the warp vultures. That takes you to a longer cavern. It's got 3 gun pickups in it. Because it was in an area that I skipped entirely, and I ain't going back to it. This area here, which looks like you've been worked back to the start, but no, this is an entirely different cavern. This is an entirely different area. It is in this secret area that you can only access by hitting that vulture. That Quick Claw is to be found in. So we go to rescue Quick Claw, and also the magic potion we need to save Rhonda is in here. So I need to work my way to the right a bit. I think it's the next tall ladder I need to use. I know I'm at the right one once I see the scorpion. Yeah, okay. So we're going to take this all the way to the bottom, which Harry will gladly do since he occasionally forgets how ladders work. My practice stream yesterday, I ended up making quite the clip of that. And there's Quick Claw in his cage. We get close enough, the key kind of automatically gets applied. And we rescue the kitty, yay. But before we leave this area, we actually need to go back up a little bit. I could have done this first, but I wanted to rescue the cat first. Okay, should be right about here. There it is. That is the magic potion. That is what we need to rescue Rhonda. Now we just have to work our way to the bottom left corner of this area. is actually relatively smooth sailing. I did say relatively. And you jump there in that corner, completely unmarked, in order to warp back to the main cavern area. We are just a bit to the left of where we hit the vulture in the first place. We need to go back to where we were. Up on up. Okay. Moai number 3! And here is a 1-up. And we need to come all this way, bust through that wall. I beg your pardon. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. And up this way. Ooh, whoa! There is a warp here, but it's not the vulture. It's just in this area. And this takes us to the game's final section, the Dark Cavern. Oh, that's okay. And we need to work our way... Son of a bitch. Alright, hold on. I got this. I will kill him! Okay. There's an invulnerability item here, if I can make it appear somehow. Without getting bombed. There we go. Can use that to gain some distance. Okay, there's a gun here. I think I just passed by a 1-up, actually, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure how important it is for me to actually go back and get it, though. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother. Okay. So, we get to do a really fun big drop down in a moment. There will be a little bit of drama when we land, though. Whee! Get into mashing position because... Oh, I actually lost it! I never screwed that up in practice. Figures. Okay. Let me just quickly double check. Alright, okay, so I'm all the way down there. Alright. I need to go up in order to go down, because of course I do. There is a 1-up around here. I'll take that. And I actually need to be in the room I'm standing on, but I have to jump across first because there's only a landing. Yeah, I can't just walk off that side. Okay, and I need to go up here. Actually, hold on just a moment as I relayer my windows. Yeah. Okay. And Rhonda is up here. Statue Rhonda. Living Rhonda! Sort of victory music. Help me, Rhonda! Yeah, get me out of this game. Okay, so I am actually going to make a fresh save state here. Because there's something important that I will need to show you eventually. But first, let's see, let's call this... Okay. Alright, so I will be reloading this save state later. But for now, we've gotten the Raj Diamond, the key, Quick Claw, the potion, and Rhonda. There's only one step left, and that's get back to the beginning of the game. So we have to return out of this area back to the starting section. And I'm going to tell you right now that I will be save stating regularly as I do this, because there are no fewer than 4 pairs of vines I need to cross. And Sanity knows that each one is a coin flip. I've got backups for it, but I'll just work with what I have now. So this nice tall tower I'm climbing up is on the far left of the dark cavern. Whoa, that was close. Alright, so we're at the top. And I am going to make a quick save state here. So I will call this A. Right, it's like... these coin flips are nasty. Alright, we got the first one. Great. Time to make another save state. I'm determined to show you the end of this game, and I don't want it to take all night. Watch me get it on my first try, oddly enough. I don't like that timing. Okay. 2 for 2. This is amazing. Okay. Save state C. Okay. Wait for it. Yes! This is incredible. I can't believe this is happening. Can I actually go all the way? Can I actually go 4 for 4 here? Wow, I am stunned. Whoopsie! I think I fell too far. Yes, I did indeed fall too far. So I will be reloading that last save state. I did make it past all the vines in one go, but now I, unfortunately do have to back up. Otherwise, I'd have to go through the entire cavern again. Just avoid those. I actually do want to go down here. Is this not the one? This is the one. Hitbox being jank again. There we go. And now all we have to do is not get nailed by that vulture, or whatever the hell that is, and come down here and ta-da! Game is beaten. Congratulations, you completed skirt. Congratulations, you completed the adventure of the Lost Caverns. Please try another world. How about no? There is indeed a second quest, which would start right away. Yeah, I will not be going through that, thank you very much. I want to point out that if you collect every single treasure in the game, Pitfall or Pitfall 2 style, before you finish, there is actually a different ending screen that comes up. It's still just a wall of text, but, I mean, it is actually there in the game. Sanity knows why anybody would want to actually try to do that, but it is a thing, so I figured I would mention it. Okay, I told you at the start that I was going to show you bits of jank at the beginning and the end of my time with this game that AVGN did not cover. And of course I did the one at the beginning of the game right away. It's now time to show you the one at the end of the game. If you know, you know. I am now going to load up that save state that I told you to make a mental note of, right after I rescued Rhonda. So, I've collected the Raj Diamond, the key, Quick Claw, the potion, and Rhonda. I now need to return to the start of the game in order to beat it. Ow. I have 2 lives left. Follow that little skeleton chicken for a bit. I have 1 life left. And there we go. Beat the game. What, don't believe me? Wait for it. Wait for it. And... ta-da! There it is! Congratulations, you completed the adventure of the Lost Caverns. Please try another world. I bring you the jankiest jank that ever janked! Ladies and gentlemen, the flags to determine whether or not you have done everything you need to do in order to beat the game. In fact, I'm about to beat it again. Are initialized when you start a new game, not when you end one. And it is active during the demo. When the demo starts you at the beginning of the game, it immediately triggers the ending. Eat your heart out, James Rolfe. And yes, the speedrunners do this shamelessly. They will plan things out so that they are on their last life as soon as they rescue Rhonda. And kill themselves and stop their timer. Oh man. So that is Super Pitfall for the NES. I do have 5 more minutes, and I have a bit of a punchline for you before I let you go here. In a very memorable episode of the TV show Mythbusters, they confirmed by demonstrating, performing right there on camera, making it very clear and obvious that it is in fact possible to polish a turd. In 2016, an organization known as NES Rocks felt compelled to duplicate this effort. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, as soon as my capture latches onto it, Super Pitfall 30th Anniversary Edition. And get this, it's actually kind of good. They actually did a really good job of fixing much of the jank. There's still a little jank, but you know, like, you can't just straight up walk through walls anymore. But the vine hitboxes have been vastly improved. The animation is a lot smoother. There is a single gun pickup near the beginning of the game. They pulled a Metroid. You go left and grab that, and you have the gun. You can't shoot it all until you grab it, but once you do, you then have unlimited ammunition. All the items in the game are visible! Go figure! They're just there! You can pick them up! You can actually just go through the game! Like it were an actual game! Not just a bunch of glitches in a trench coat trying to sneak into a movie theater. Looking to get Nintendo's seal of approval. No! It's an actual game! They don't assume you have a manual, so they actually give you a story in progress screen. Give you the directions there. And quite possibly the biggest bit, not only do they start you with 5 lives instead of 3, you can continue. Something you can't do in the original, which is why I was using save states. But here you can continue to your heart's content. I am actually going to delete the save here, that's okay. I have a save state to bring that back up. They changed the sprites around, they improved the music. They put a little Jeep here at the beginning. Those vultures that warp you to another area are gone. Actual doors. They have given you actual doors to go through to warp to different areas instead. Oh, and the first ladder doesn't kill you! That pit is further down. And that is in fact where you go to get the gun. They actually made that horrendous quote game on quote into something genuinely playable and fun. You still have the damn waterfall noise though. Yeah, the music much more closely matches the original Atari version of Pitfall 2. And I do have a couple of quick save states that I want to load up to just show you a couple of quick things about this. This might not be one of them. No, okay. Whoops. No? Okay. They have... Not only are the graphics obviously touched up quite nicely, quite a bit, as you can see, but there's also a few other little Easter eggs hidden in them. I think one example is this way? Yeah, if you look down below here... Yeah. The Atari 2600 sprite for Harry and the, the scorpion, making it look like he's going through the old underground cavern. And the big thing, of course, I am continuing at the end of the game where I've unlocked everything and all I need to do is go back to the Jeep, which we start right next to. They did fix the jank about dying and then winning the game during the demo. And because you also can't glitch through the walls, you actually do have to beat things in the proper way. You do actually have to go through both big long wiggles and have the necessary keys as you go through. But at least the keys are visible. You can see them all. And once you do have everything you need and you get back to the Jeep, an actual graphical ending. And Game Boy Polaroid. And I wanted to leave you with this image at the end of the stream. Thank you very much for attending my my Jankuary showcase of Super Pitfall. I hope you enjoyed it in some measure or not. Enjoy the rest of Jankuary. Take care. Never forget to play. I'll catch you next time.